If you're single and you hate it, clap your hands. But can't find a decent man, clap your hands. 'Cause all they want is games and fun, and to stick it in your bum. If you're sick of having no luck, clap your hands.
Okay, so this is for all of my single over 30 people. Is anybody else just over this hookup culture? I mean, I get it. I'm online, I'm trying all these things, but like, what happened to romance? What happened to, a little bit of chivalry? Whatever happened to all of the nice things that men used to do instead of everyone asking us, what are you doing? Can I come through? Is there any real men out there at all? I don't know. Help me out.
I'll be glad to help you out and shed light on your crappy situation. Listen, this is a message for all you women, 20s, in particular 30s and older, because you have been sold a lie, right? You've been told by the media and by everybody that live it up, you only live once, and sleep around, date around, do all these different things in your best years. And then when you hit 30, when everything starts to go downhill, all of a sudden you want to ask, where are all those good, decent, nice guys who are going to take you out, who are going to court you, who's not going to say, what are you doing? You want to come over? Here's the thing. You cannot mortgage your 20s, your best years, your prime years of you looking good, what you have to offer. The top thing is your looks. Let's be honest, your fertility. And on the back end say, hey, I'm ready to settle down now after I've been used up. See, guys, these type of women that plead for help, that make these videos and come out and saying, hey, we're all the good guys. They're not talking about the good, decent man. They're not talking about the average guy who's walking around. They're talking about the guys who they find really attractive, that top 15 to 20%. The guys who have ran through her. That's the guy she's talking about. When she says, the guys that always ask, what are you doing? Yeah, it's the guys that she really wants. See, the guys who are really attractive, who are high value, who can get women who have options, they have no need to court you. They have no need to settle down with you. They have no need to take you serious. Of course, they're going to send a what are you doing text, because eventually there's going to be a few women who are going to come through and who are going to get their back blown out, who he can easily hook up with. See, ladies, you can't have it one way and then try to switch it and have it other way when you actually need assistance in life, when you're at a place in your life where you said, man, I'm tired of paying all these bills. I'm tired of going to work all the time. I want to be treated like a lady now after you was thotting it up and being treated like trash. Because that's what it really is. See, 30-year-old women, what they're really scared to tell you guys is that they slept around a lot with different men. They didn't really take the good, nice guys serious. They don't really care about the decent guys. Guys, I'm telling you, they don't want to tell you that they don't like you, they don't care about you. Only thing they want are those top percentage of guys, those good-looking men, to court them. Why should they do that? They don't have to. Those guys got to treat you well. All they do is got to say, hey, what's up? Come through to this spot. I mean, I've did it tons of times. I personally don't have to take you out. Most men don't have to take you out, because the more he's built his life up, he has generated a lot of different streams of income. What's the point of him giving you all of that? See, that's the question that you ladies need to start asking yourself. For all you women who are 30 years old and older, think of this. And I want you to just try to fathom this. I know it's going to be hard for you. Well, here it is. Let's say you as a woman have built your life up. You have a lot of money. You went to school. You got different trades. You got different streams of income. You built your business. You just overall have been working hard. You've been hitting the gym. You've been staying fit. You just got a lot of different things going on. You really are at the apex of your life. Now imagine another man saying, hey, you gonna take me out? Where are the women who are going to take me out, who are going to treat me good? Where are the ladies who are going to court me, who are going to buy me stuff? Isn't that crazy? You'd be like, as a woman, you've built your life up. You've done a lot of different things to get to a position where you want to be in life. You're living comfortably, right? You're like, you're crazy. You see how that sounds? Why would a decent man, why would a good man want to do that? Ladies, life is hard. As a man, we have to continue to produce. We have to continue to grind. We have to continue to press forward and move through all the obstacles. We have to compete as men out here. So when you women say, oh, where are the good men who are going to basically take me out? Basically what you're saying, who's going to spend money on me? Who's going to break bread just for me existing? And the crazy thing, I never ever hear any woman say, I'm willing to do this for a man. I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to be, committed to him. I'm willing to be submissive. I'm willing to be cooperative, compliant. I'm willing to give my all to a man. I never hear any of these women say this. It's always, hey, I'm a damsel in distress. Where are the men who are going to take me out? Where are the men who are going to treat me right? Where are the men who are going to buy me stuff just for existing? Isn't this just wild, guys? And you women who are in your 30s, what's going to happen is it's going to get a lot tougher. It's going to get a lot harder because you're competing against women in their 20s. Women who have better looks, women whose skin are tighter, who have better fertility odds than you, who probably most likely are not single mothers. So why on God's green earth should he be with a woman who's 30, 35, 40, 45, 50? Why should he? And on top of that, let's get out to the nitty gritty. Most of you women are stuck in your ways. So he's going to get to you and you're going to have all these crazy demands. You're going to want him to do all these different things and you're not going to budge on anything. You're just going to basically sit there and show up and expect him to do this and do that and do that and do that. I've seen it all the time. I've talked to women and dealt with women in their 30s. Listen, it's not a good experience. They're very uptight. They've gone through a lot of different things in their life. They've been abused mentally, physically, by their own doing, because they choose those type of guys, right? They don't have any accountability, and they just, deep down, they really don't like men. They're just at a place in their life where they're saying, man, I'm tired of, going into work. I want to live a traditional life now. I want a man who's going to give me a better life. That's what it really comes down to. A woman tired of clocking in and day out. Now she wants to flip the switch and say, oh, okay, now I'm ready for a traditional man. Where are y'all at? Where y'all at? After you was sleeping around, doing all these different things, not living a traditional lifestyle. So guys, if you continue to encounter these women that say, I'm looking for a good man, where are the good guys at? Trust me, she's not even talking about the average everyday guy, the guy who will actually treat her right, the guy who's actually in her friend zone, because that's what most of those decent men are. They're in her friend zone. She's rejected those men because she wasn't really feeling them. Maybe they weren't as attractive as she wanted them to be. She's talking about those top tier guys, that Pookie, that Chad, that Ray Ray, that Miguel. She's talking about those guys who are up there, who have a lot of options, who don't care about really treating her right. And it's going to be hard for women to really just settle, because that's what it's really about. Most women don't want to settle for guys who are actually on their level. See, once you actually come back down to earth, ladies, and you start to realize that, man, I'm not as great as I actually think I am, what'll happen is you'll get a good, decent man. Now, you might have to pluck one off the bench. You might have to pluck one out of layaway, pluck one off out of the friend zone, but there are tons of decent men who are going to worship the ground you walk on. Just understand that high value alpha male, the guy who has really made something of himself, he's in that top percentage of men in the country, on the planet. Why should he court you? Because what courting is about proving yourself to another woman, to another individual. That's what courting and dating is. I have to prove myself as a man that I'm worthy to have you. No, you ladies should be asking yourself, what should I be doing to prove myself to another man who has made something of himself, who has built this life up, who has done all these different things, who's been on the straight and narrow for almost 2 decades? That's what you should be asking yourself. What can I add to his life? Before you said, where's the guys who's going to take me out, who's going to buy me stuff, who's going to feed me, who's going to treat me like a princess? That's what you need to ask yourself. So all you 30-year-old plus and single women, it's going to get so hard. I'm telling you, because the pickings are going to be slim. And most of you women don't want to compete. You don't want to do the work. You don't want to get out there and get in the gym. You don't want to be submissive. You don't want to be feminine. You just want to show up and say, well, what you gonna do for me? No, it doesn't work like that. So continue to have that attitude. Continue to ask, where are the good men? They're in your friend zone. They've been rejected countless times. Those are the guys you didn't want. Go find one of those guys. Don't expect the top percentage of a man who's top percentage in looks, money, status, all these different things to just court you and prove his worth to you and commit to you. It's not going to happen.